Have you ever felt that intense, almost magnetic pull to reach out to your twin flame during separation? That overwhelming urge that keeps you awake at night, wondering if there's something, anything you could do to make them contact you. You're not alone in this experience, and there's a profound reason why this desire feels so powerful yet frustrating. The twin flame journey often presents us with one of life's most beautiful paradoxes. The more intensely we try to make connection happen, the more it seems to slip through our fingers. It's like trying to grasp at smoke. The harder you try to hold it, the more quickly it dissipates. This can feel particularly challenging during periods of separation, when the physical distance between you and your twin flame seems to contradict the deep soul connection you know exists. Many twin flames find themselves caught in this emotional tug-of-war, desperately seeking ways to bridge the gap during separation. The truth is, while the physical separation might feel unbearable, it serves a crucial purpose in your spiritual evolution. This separation phase isn't a punishment or a sign that something's wrong. It's actually a sacred part of the journey that offers unprecedented opportunities for growth and transformation. What makes this journey so unique is that it operates on divine timing, not our human schedule. The connection between twin flames exists on a soul level that transcends physical proximity, making traditional relationship advice not just ineffective, but often counterproductive. Understanding this fundamental truth, then, is the first step toward transforming your approach to separation and reunion. Let's explore why trying to make your twin flame reach out might be working against you, and discover what you can do instead to honor this sacred connection while fostering your own spiritual growth. Have you ever noticed how a butterfly refuses to land on an outstretched hand that's trembling with anticipation? The same principle applies to twin flame connections. The more desperately you grasp at the connection, the more elusive it becomes. Think of your twin flame connection like a delicate compass, as poet John Donne beautifully captured. If they be two, they are two, so, as stiff twin compasses are two. Thy soul, the fixed foot, makes no show to move, but doth, if the other do. When one point moves, the other naturally responds, not through force, but through the inherent connection they share. Your anxious energy creates a tremor in this divine instrument, disrupting its natural ability to find true north. The mystery lies in what appears to be a cosmic contradiction. The more intensely you try to manifest connection, the more it seems to slip away. This isn't a cruel game the universe is playing. It's a profound lesson in the nature of divine love. Just as you can't force a flower to bloom by pulling open its petals, you cannot accelerate twin flame reunion through sheer force of will. Consider how water behaves. When you try to grab it, it slips through your fingers. But when you allow your hand to rest gently beneath its surface, it naturally flows around you. This is the essence of what happens when you release anxious energy around your twin flame connection. The very act of desperately trying to make something happen creates an energetic resistance that pushes away what you seek. Think of it like trying to tune into a radio station when you're frantically turning the dial. you miss the clear signal you're seeking. It's only when you slow down and allow the frequencies to align naturally that the music comes through clearly. Your anxious energy is like static interference, drowning out the pure frequency of your connection. The profound truth here is that your twin flame connection already exists on a soul level. It's not something you need to create or force into being. As one awakened twin noted, if you are twin flames, you are connected via your soul, and your soul will orchestrate your meeting at the appropriate time. The key is learning to trust in this divine orchestration rather than trying to conduct it yourself. This isn't just spiritual theory, it's a practical truth about the nature of energy and attraction. When you're operating from a place of anxiety and desperation, you're actually broadcasting a frequency of lack and fear, which creates more experiences that match that vibration. The secret lies in aligning yourself with the frequency of wholeness and trust, allowing the natural magnetism of your connection to operate without interference. The mystery of self-love in twin flame relationships operates like a cosmic echo chamber. Every act of kindness you show yourself reverberates through the ethereal connection you share with your twin. Everyone knows that a lighthouse doesn't chase ships. It simply stands in its power, radiating light, and vessels naturally navigate toward its beacon. This is the essence of authentic self-love in the twin flame journey. When you are affirmed in self-love, when you truly begin to celebrate your uniqueness, to embrace even your shadows, you create an irresistible magnetic field that your twin flame naturally responds to on a soul level. Consider the ancient Japanese art of kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold, making it more beautiful than before. This is what happens when you commit to loving yourself during separation. Every wound you heal, every piece you restore with the gold of self-acceptance, creates a masterpiece that your twin flame can't help but recognize as their own reflection. The profound paradox here is that the more complete you become within yourself, the stronger your connection grows. It's like two stars in a binary system. They don't need to strain or struggle to maintain their cosmic dance. Their very nature keeps them in perfect orbital harmony. When you focus on becoming whole within yourself, you naturally align with the frequency of union that already exists at a soul level. Every time you choose self-love over self-doubt, every moment you spend nurturing your own growth, you're actually strengthening the energetic bridge between you and your twin. The key is to understand that this isn't about becoming better. It's about becoming more authentically yourself, which is exactly what your twin flame needs you to be. Have you ever watched a flower bloom? No matter how much you might wish it, no amount of willing or wanting can force those petals to unfold before their perfect moment. Divine timing in twin flame connections operates with this same natural wisdom, but on a cosmic scale that encompasses both souls' journeys toward wholeness. Think of divine timing as a celestial symphony where each note must be played at precisely the right moment. Just as a conductor doesn't rush the crescendo before the orchestra is ready, the universe orchestrates the twin flame journey with impeccable precision. The beauty lies in understanding that you cannot mess up this divine orchestration. Every perceived misstep, every moment of separation, every instance of running or chasing is actually a perfectly choreographed dance of souls. What appears as waiting is actually a sacred preparation. Like a master potter who knows exactly when to apply pressure and when to let the clay rest, the universe shapes both twins through experiences that may seem random but serve a higher purpose. During separation, both souls undergo their individual transformations. The divine masculine often needs to work through layers of conditioning, while the divine feminine typically leads the way in spiritual awakening. The mystery deepens when we consider that time itself operates differently in soul connections. What we perceive as delays or missed opportunities in our limited human perspective are actually perfectly timed catalysts for growth. Twin flames maintain their connection beyond the constraints of physical time and space. This connection operates through what mystics call soul time, a dimension where everything is happening simultaneously, and what matters is not the when, but the how of our evolution. Consider this profound truth. Every moment of separation is actually a moment of preparation. Like wine that must age to reach its full potential, or like a diamond that requires intense pressure to form, the twin flame connection needs this sacred space of divine timing to reach its highest expression. The journey isn't about reaching a destination called union. It's about becoming the person who is capable of holding such a profound connection when the moment arrives. Imagine your consciousness as a vast ocean with waves that ripple out across time and space. When you enter into deep meditation or energy work, you're not just performing a spiritual exercise, you're actually tapping into the unified field that connects all souls, and most particularly, the unique frequency you share with your twin flame. This connection operates like a cosmic radio station that's always broadcasting, even when the physical world appears to show separation. The practical application of spiritual connection takes many forms, but the key lies in understanding that you're not trying to create something new. You're simply tuning into what already exists. Think of it like learning to see in the dark. The objects were always there, but your eyes needed to adjust to perceive them. Similarly, your spiritual senses can be refined to perceive the ever-present connection with your twin flame. This is where practices like meditation, energy work, and conscious intention setting become powerful tools. And here's the beautiful paradox. The moment you stop trying to force the connection and instead allow yourself to simply be present with your own energy, the clearer the channel becomes. It's like trying to see your reflection in a pond. The more still you become, the clearer the image appears. Remember, this spiritual connection isn't about escaping reality or living in a fantasy world. It's about accessing a deeper level of truth that exists beneath the surface of ordinary perception. When you truly understand this, you realize that every moment spent in conscious connection with your own higher self is simultaneously strengthening the bridge between you and your twin flame. The key is to approach these practices not from a place of lack or longing, but from a space of wholeness and trust in the divine orchestration of your journey. Remember that separation serves a sacred purpose in your spiritual evolution. By honoring this phase and using it for deep inner work, you create the perfect conditions for natural reunion. The paradox of twin flame connections is that true closeness emerges when you release the need to control. The most powerful thing you can do right now is to release anxious energy and embrace the journey with grace. Your twin flame connection is eternal. No amount of physical separation can break your soul bond. By surrendering to the process and trusting in divine timing, you create space for the magic of authentic reunion to manifest in its own perfect way. So, to summarize, we can say the following. To truly attract the twin flame to yourself can only be the only true way. To become yourself attractive in the eyes of the universe and the entire environment. This means to become an integral personality within oneself, which requires conscious efforts in the joyful approach to the desired goal.